How's it going? Thralls Metal here once again. I'm Necrotic Nick.
I'm Jammin John.
And we're here with another live show review. We just got back from the Sanctuary in Detroit to go see Tumult, Superstition, Mutilatred, and Throne. $10 show. How the fuck did you pass up on that?
That rarely happens anymore. I can count on one hand the amount of times I've paid $10 for a show.
Yeah.
At least in the last 4 or 5 years. And it was a killer lineup.
Got there and started right away with the band Throne, which I believe they're from Detroit, right?
I think they were. They seemed like they had a lot of local support there as far as the crowd was concerned. So
they're insanely fucking fast, like somewhere between like Deicide and like Dying Fetus, maybe a bit like Angel Corpse or something like that. Like it was definitely tinged blackened, like there's a little bit of black metal to them, but mostly it was just straightforward,
brutal,
just heavy.
Their drummer is a madman.
Yeah, it definitely reminded me of Trey Williams from Dying Fetus for sure.
Yep.
Just fast, precise. He was a fucking machine. His kicks were insanely fucking accurate.
Actually, out of all the sound for the bands for the night, as far as overall killer sound, I think Throne took the cake.
Throne had a solid sound. I really dug it. Probably the crunchiest guitar tone we heard all night. Like a lot of this was like much heavier, deeper.
Crunchier guitar tone and the best drum sound, I think.
Yeah.
It was really...
Snare fucking popped. It was
They
really...
blew my mind. I did not expect that. You never know what to expect when you go to shows where you don't really know anybody on the bill except for the headlining act. Yeah.
I liked it enough to get the album too. So, yeah. I definitely can't wait to dive into this.
Yep.
And like I said, I don't see a label attached to this. I think it's self-released. So this is a nice underground band to check out. They fucking kill live.
Yeah, I'm sure there's something on YouTube. I'd never heard of them before tonight. So I'm going to dig in a little deeper and see what I can find as far as if they're signed to anybody or if that is indeed just in fact a self-release thing and where they're from. And we didn't really get any of the details for anything because we never heard of them. But I mean, I like that. I like going to shows and sometimes not knowing who you're going to see and then getting surprised. Yep. Like I was tonight.
So next up we had Mutilatred. We definitely know Mutilatred because they're from our hometown.
They're from Toledo. Two of the lead guitarist and the drummer have been friends of mine for a long time. Great dudes. You like Morbid Angel and
Mortician.
Yeah, Mortician all the way. In fact,
short, fucking heavy as fuck songs. A guitar tone that is just murky and ugly sounding, deep gnarled vocals. Like this guy definitely follows like the school thought of like John McEntee from Incantation in terms of those deep vocals and even the guitar tone itself. But the songs are really short. Like most of them kind of range like 2.5 minutes, but it's not grindcore. It's still straightforward death metal. But it kind of reminded me a lot of Mortician. Killer sound, heavy as fuck.
And you can definitely find some of their material online. They've got 2 or 3. I think they're waiting on a 3rd album to come out. I think they have.
There's an EP coming out.
An EP, okay. So, but you can definitely find Mutilatred.
Yeah, online. I have their last full length. I think you do too.
It's in the car right now.
It's killer fucking shit. It's heavy as fuck. Like it might be the heaviest band in Toledo. I don't know. Could be.
I'd argue that one of the heaviest things to come out of Toledo, period. So.
Yeah, 100% check these guys out. They're fucking awesome.
Yep.
Then next up we had Superstition. I forget where they're from. I think they're another Oregon band. I'm not entirely sure on that. They are on 20 Bucks Spin. I know that much. And they were good, but they had some issues. You couldn't hear the drums.
I've noticed, though, that happens at the Sanctuary. This is the second time in a row we've gone to a show at the Sanctuary, and the sound man hasn't done the band justice. The guitars were amazing.
Yeah, the guitar work in Superstition is really good. Like it definitely reminds me of like Death circa Leprosy.
Yep.
And maybe a bit of Obituary. It's really fucking good stuff. Like riffy, but still kind of like technical, and there's some interesting dissonant melodies.
Technical, you're right, but it's dissonant. It's kind of got some ambience to it. It's a good set. I would have loved to have heard their drummer.
Yeah, like their drummer, I could hear one kick drum. The other one, it doesn't sound like the mic picked up the other one.
It doesn't sound like the mic picked, like maybe like his slave foot was not hitting as hard as his dominant foot was. But whatever it was, it just didn't sound right, and the snare drum was almost non-existent. I had to really search for it.
Like, when it came down to the groovier moments, you could hear it because, he had a good stomp.
He had a good solid pop to it.
And then, the snare would pop, but when he did the blast beats...
the blast, it was just gone. It was gone in mud.
It disappeared. And it sucked because a good chunk of their set, I would say like 80% of their set was very blast beat oriented, like kind of like an old school Cannibal Corpse kind of blast.
Yep.
And that usually leaves a lot of room for heavier strikes, but you couldn't hear it. And there was an issue with the bass going out once too.
Yep.
Oh no, I like the music. I'm going to have to jam their albums. I just picked them up not too long ago. But yeah, I don't know if it was a sound issue or an issue with them personally, but kind of left a little bit to desired. I'd like to see him again under better circumstances.
Correct.
And then finally, we had Tomb Mold. Holy shit, Tomb Mold fucking tore it up.
I love those guys. They're such nice dudes too.
Super fucking cool guys.
But they don't skip a beat. Once again, there are no words for a drummer that plays technical drum beats and manages to growl at the same time. I don't get it, but they were on point. I have a feeling that every time I see Tomb Mold, they're going to be on point.
They're good. They're like a young band, and once again, like one of the busiest bands it seems to be in death metal right now. They, album after album, year after year.
Yep. In fact,
we
picked up their new album from the show, which doesn't get released until next Friday.
Yep.
So you can almost bet on the fact that we will be reviewing this here soon.
It's gonna happen.
If you're a Tomb Mold fan, you're gonna want to check this out because we got it.
And I mean, the 3 teaser tracks they put out, I already have a suspicion this one's going to be pretty fucking good.
Yep.
They haven't let me down yet. I just don't see that happening.
I don't either.
But I am super excited to jam that. And we picked up some shirts.
Yep.
I can't help myself with this. This thing's pretty banging.
I like it.
That's fucking sweet,
too.
This
is neat. I don't own... I can count on one hand the amount of band shirts I own that aren't black. And I saw this one and I was like, well, that'd be pretty neat. I need a not black shirt to go out in public with on a hot summer day.
Black.
Where I don't die. I have enough black shirts, so...
I don't.
I don't either. Don't listen to me.
But yeah, if you ever have the chance to go see Tomb Mold and you're a death metal fan, which chances are if you're watching this video, you're probably a death metal fan.
That would be my guess.
Go fucking see them. That is one of the finest things to come out of Canada in recent years. And if they come around again, chances are I'm going to go see them because such a killer set. They had great sound too across the board.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. And
their guitar tones are disgusting.
Just the heaviest fucking thing. Like,
man.
Like, reminds me, like, Blessed Are the Sick era, Morbid Angel, and like everything heavy. Everything heavy and like sludgy almost.
And those, like, dissonant melodies, that reminds me of, like, a Gojira trick almost, too, so.
And that cool crawling little thing on Abyss Walker that just gets stuck in your head. The new song's translated super well live, by the way.
Yes, they did.
Oh my god. Like those guys work their asses off on stage too. They're fucking just going nuts up there.
They don't quit moving. I eventually had to break down and take video of them because I couldn't get a still shot of them because none of them were still.
Nope.
So
I had to get a higher vantage point for some of those. I'll probably skip all the lower vantage point ones because the one guitarist kept disappearing in the crowd because he was just a torrent of movement.
Yes.
I get the top of his hair every now and then. But yeah, awesome show.
Yep.
Can't wait for the next one. Sure. Up there with the best $10 shows I've ever been to, for sure. So, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And, if you...
give it a thumbs up. And while he's trying to figure out what he's going to say, subscribe. Because there's definitely more stuff coming because we do stuff like this all the
fucking time.
So...
definitely a Tomb Mold review coming.
Yep, for sure.
Catch you later.